Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Inner Sanctum, and this is the final episode of the season. And in this episode, we will be having a look at exactly what we need to do to make it into the top four. So let's go. So you can see the Premier League table here. It is very tight, very congested. We are still very much in the running for a top four position. But as you can see, we've played 34 games, won 17, drawn 6 and lost 11. And we have a goal difference of 16. That is a pretty healthy goal difference, but it's not enough if we are looking at competing with the big boys. We are only 4 points off Manchester City and only 5 points off Manchester United. So third and fourth place, you would think, is really up for grabs. There's only 4 games left to play. We've got a couple of big fixtures coming up in this episode. Of course, they're all mini cup finals if we're going to try and make it into that top 4 position. But first, we'll have a look at the relegation battle. And Sunderland and Southampton, it has been confirmed they have been relegated. So Crystal Palace, should they lose and Bournemouth win, you would think that would be curtains for them as well. So it's looking like Palace, Sunderland, Southampton are going to be relegated. Sunderland, Southampton are locks. They cannot escape the relegation zone, but Crystal Palace can still escape if they can get some results. So now we'll have a look at the task at hand and the teams that we have to beat. A really tough away trip to Everton, and then we take on Manchester United at Villa Park. And then we face Sunderland at home. So Sunderland already relegated. That is a game that will be an absolute must win. And then the final game of the season is against Leicester City away. So that could be a difficult little away trip as well. It's all on the line. It's one of the biggest episodes in recent memory. We've got 4 games to go. So without further ado, let's go and get right into the action. Well, the task is simple for both of these teams. Win. And Aston Villa are trying to keep in touch with the top 4. Everton trying to keep in touch with the Europa League spots. They sit 6 points behind Aston Villa. Aston Villa only 4 points out of the top 4. The Everton team has Romelu Lukaku up front, Stephen Naismith just behind him, Pinar Delafeu, McCarthy and Besic in midfield. Tim Howard will be trying to keep Aston Villa out in goal. For Aston Villa, they've gone with their 5-man midfield with Danny Welbeck, the lone striker up front, Townsend and Adama Traore out wide with a midfield trio of Eric Dyer, there too, and Yohan Cabaye. Delafeu, his cross is pretty good. Naismith straight at Butland. But Dyer was strong. Vertu has a man on the inside. It's Yohan Cabaye. It's still with Cabaye. Yohan Cabaye got a shot away and Tim Howard was on it. He's done really well to turn his man and he's taken it off McCarthy and Vertu's shot flashes wide. The continued run of Creswell and the header down. Cabaye, his lob ball towards Origi wasn't bad. Dyer, he couldn't bring it under control. The pressure's so immense here and he's turned it over Eric Dyer. Now there's a real chance for Romelu Lukaku. Lukaku and Sane going toe-to-toe. The cross is really dangerous, Barkley. Put it wide. The header's one over the top. Now Welbeck. A real chance here. Welbeck's lofted ball. Oh, Traore. It was cleared. It's going to fall to Danny Welbeck. Oh, what a save from Tim Howard. It's going to be Cleverly, and that will finish an extraordinary game. It was so tight. Neither team wanting to make a single mistake, and it shows on the scoreline. And at full time, it's Everton 0, Aston Villa 0. Let's head to the next game of the episode. This game has the potential to decide the top 4 and the top 4 fate for Aston Villa. A win here today gets them within 4 points of Manchester United and within only 1 of Manchester City. As we have a look at the Aston Villa team, one change, Scott Sinclair replaces Andros Townsend on the field. Danny Welbeck, a lone figure up front again. And Richard Sane Okore And Jordan Amavi plays at left back. For Manchester United, they've got Rakitic up behind Wayne Rooney. They've got Memphis Depay, Mata, Matuidi and Schweinsteiger in their midfield. A very, very strong outfit. A bit of space. Rooney. Here's Rakitic. It's still Rakitic. Oh, what a great save from Jack Butland. Yohan Cabaye has gone down with an injury here. Devastating news for Aston Villa's top four hopes. Loftus-Cheek to replace him. Dyer and Schweinsteiger. Still with Schweinsteiger. Oh, great save. Jack Butland again. Sinclair's free kick into the danger area. And it's Dyer. Oh, I think De Gea may have saved that. Or it skimmed off the bar. That is an excellent effort from Dyer. And he has saved it. Brilliant from David De Gea. He double backs, he looks up, oh Rojo, well done, Loftus-Cheek really strong in the challenge. Oh, what a brilliant save from David De Gea again. And Aston Villa are knocking on the door. Excellent effort from Loftus-Cheek, expertly denied. It's with Origi, Traore with a brilliant run here out wide. Now Adama Traore, he looks on the inside, it's Divock Origi, oh. And David De Gea takes. Now Herrera, still Rooney, now it's Depay, Memphis Depay with a brilliant touch, oh Sane was there, brilliantly cleared, and that will finish the game. David De Gea saving Manchester United's bacon a number of times. And at full time, it's Aston Villa 0, Manchester United 0. Let's head to the second last game of the season. Aston Villa sit 6 points outside the top four with only 6 points remaining to get. Sunderland are already relegated and Aston Villa will need a minor miracle if they are to finish in the top four after a couple of frustrating draws. The Aston Villa team that's going to try and get it done today, Kyle Larin starts up front alongside Danny Welbeck, Adama and Townsend in the wide positions with Eric Dyer and Ruben Loftus-Cheek. One notable absentee, Yohan Cabaye, is out for the rest of the season. For Sunderland, they've got Fabio Barini up front with the clique just behind him. Lenz and Johnson play in the wide positions. Bridcut and Larson make up the midfield. Pantilimon in goal. Loftus-Cheek's continued his run here, and it's Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Pantilimon saves, Larin couldn't hit it first time. So it'll be Seb Larson again from a dangerous position. Larson shot! Oh, it was absolutely sensational! And Seb Larson has fired off several warning shots already. And Aston Villa look flat. And now they've been flattened by a goal by already relegated Sunderland. It's 1-0. Now Larin, back to Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek to Adama Traore. And Traore has just gone all the way through. And Adama Traore with a sensational goal. A really good run. It's pretty poorly defended, to be fair. Loftus-Cheek made it happen. But he just brushes past him like he's not even there. And Traore, who's had a pretty good season, is finishing off on a high, straight through Pantilimon. It's 1-1. Well taken by Adama Traore again. What an interception from Traore now. And Adama Traore all the way in, cuts it back. Oh, Welbeck overran it, but now it falls for Loftus-Cheek. Back to Welbeck. Oh, Pantilimon actually handles it. Brilliant save. His cross was dangerous. Pantilimon able to clear. It's only going to fall to Archibald Henville though. The young 18-year-old academy graduate Archibald Henville. Oh, he's put it just wide. Lobs a ball across. It's Jordan Amavi. He puts it in. Here's Danny Welbeck. He needs an option. It's a brilliant ball. It's Scott Sinclair. It's come off the bar, but it's off Dyer. And Aston Villa have pinched it right at the death here. It was a brilliant ball that set it all up. It was saved into the bar. And Eric Dyer, right spot at the right time. smashes a header home, and Aston Villa have stolen the win here. It's 2-1 to Vardy, and that will do it. Aston Villa have pinched 3 points here and remain ever so slightly in the hunt for that top 4 position. And at full time, it's Aston Villa 2, Sunderland 1. Let's head to the final game of the season. And we have a look at the table, and unfortunately, Newcastle scraped a draw in their last game, as did Manchester City. So we now are out of the running for the top 4 position, which is unfortunate because I think we've had a really, really good season, picking up 18 wins. We've got one more game to go against Leicester, so let's head there now and let's see how high on the table we can finish. Well, it's the final day of the Barclays Premier League. Aston Villa can finish in either 6th or 7th, depending on Spurs' result and theirs today. Leicester City are pretty safe in mid-table. Leicester City start with Charlie Aston and Okazaki up front. Kramaric will be in the wide positions with Mark Albrighton, former Aston Villa player, and Kante and Inler will anchor the midfield. For Aston Villa, a youthful-looking team with Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Sam Archibald-Henville getting a rare start. Jordan Ibe, Kyle Larin, Danny Welbeck and Adama Traore will make up somewhat of a front 4. Got there. Here's a chance for Ibe. Plays it through. It's Archibald-Henville and he puts it wide. So he's active early on, the young man. Okazaki, brilliant turn. Now it's Charlie Aston. You don't want to give him room to shoot. Puts it wide. And this is a brilliant run here from Jordan Amavi. Amavi looks on the inside. It's Sam Archibald-Henville. Oh, Schmeichel got out to it. Off Larin. It's Eric Dyer. Oh, what a brilliant save, Schmeichel. Eric Dyer's effort was incredible. On the volley. Right on target. Archibald-Henville for Villa. Plays it in. It's dangerous. It's Kyle Larin. And Aston Villa have taken the lead. It was a dangerous ball from young Archibald-Henville. And Kyle Larin, as he's jumping almost backwards, is able to nod it past Schmeichel, who came out to clear, but he completely misjudged it. And Aston Villa have taken a lead. It's 1-0. Welbeck, he's got a runner on, and it's young Archibald-Henville. Oh, isn't he having some kind of game? Oh, it's going to be cleared away. It's still Archibald-Henville. He tried the back heel. He didn't realise he had so much time. Here's Jordan Amavi. Jordan Amavi straight across. It's Danny Welbeck. Oh, and Schmeichel again. Davis. Oh, it's intercepted by Kyle Larin. It's a horrendous turnover. Kyle Larin's all the way in here. He plays it across. It's Welbeck. And Aston Villa compound Leicester City's woes here. And they are marching on to a successful end to a successful season. Kyle Larin's interception plays it across for Welbeck. He makes no mistake, and that's his 17th goal of the season. And what a sensational season it's been. Could that be enough for the Golden Boot? We'll have to find out, but it's 2-0. Goes forward now to Okazaki. Okazaki back to Albrighton, back to Okazaki. And that is a brilliant work goal. And Leicester City are back in it all of a sudden. And then good strength and Loftus-Cheek. He's picked out a ball here to Sam Archibald-Henville. Oh, he puts it wide. How impressive has he been? Here's a chance for Fuchs. That's a really dangerous ball. Jordan Ibe getting back again. It's fallen to Davis. And it's fallen to Yoloa. And can you believe it? Aston Villa have blown a 2-goal lead. Jordan Amavi plays it forward. Danny Welbeck, he's a chance to steal it again. Oh, Schmeichel. What a finish to the season we're having here. Townsend, long ball. Here's a chance. It's Kyle Larin. Oh, can you believe it? Aston Villa have stolen it back with the last kick of the game. Andros Townsend picked him out right at the edge of the box. And Kyle Larin took 2 touches and then finessed it into the side netting. What a astonishing finish to the season this has been. Aston Villa have pinched it right back. And that is the end of the season. And what a season for Aston Villa. What a way to cap off an incredible year. And at full time, it's Aston Villa 3, Leicester City 2. Extraordinary scenes. Let's go and wrap up the season. So guys, that's the end of the season. What an absolutely extraordinary finish to the season that was. We finished in 6th. I really don't know whether that's going to be enough for us to keep our job. We'll have to wait until we sim forward a little bit more. But as you can see, Arsenal win the Premier League by 3 points over Chelsea. Man United finished 3rd. City finished 4th. Newcastle, unlucky. They finished 5th. But Manchester City were 3 points ahead of them anyway. So a pretty stock standard sort of top 4. But Arsenal winning the league is a little bit different, which is good. Absolutely extraordinary. Have a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Crystal Palace finished on the same amount of points, but I think they got through because they kicked 3 extra goals than Bournemouth. Absolutely extraordinary finish to the season. And Palace, obviously Sunderland and Southampton were gone well before then. But what an amazing season, guys. I'm going to sim forward. I'm going to find out whether we get sacked or whether we're on for another season. We've made Europa League, so surely we won't be sacked. But you know what FIFA 16's like. You never know. And just briefly, we're going to have a look at who won the Golden Boot. It's a 4-way tie between Okazaki, Welbeck, Costa and Rooney. So a sensational effort from Danny Welbeck on our behalf, and obviously Costa, Rooney and Okazaki. Fairly usual suspects. Cavani just missing out as well. He wasn't even at Arsenal very long, so he's banged them in for Arsenal. The top assists went to Santi Cazorla, and we've got Sterling up there as well. And Ozzy Coop for Hull City with 9, and then a cluster of players on 8. And Jack Butland won the goalkeeper of the tournament. Of course, we were the best defensive team in the Barclays Premier League, so Jack Butland naturally is going to be the goalkeeper of the tournament. He kept the most clean sheets. So Jack Butland was named the overall player of the season as well, so the goalkeeper of the season and the player of the season. So a massive effort from Jack Butland. He has been arguably, along with Danny Welbeck, probably our best signing. So it has happened. We regret to inform you that the board has decided to remove you from your position as manager of the club. We believe the team can do better than they have this season. We wish you the best of luck for your future career. So we have been sacked. I'm considering ending the series here and just starting a brand new series. But I want to give you guys the choice. And I've been sort of toying with the idea that potentially I might do an Aussie Road to Glory, where we have an entire Australian team and we try and get them to Division 1. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Do we go in and check out our options? And, you know, as we all know, FIFA 16, they don't give you really that many great options. It'll probably be a team that just survived or has just been relegated. But I know that if we go in, then we have to make a decision. So I want you guys to choose. Thank you so much for the support on this series, if this is the end of the series. And thank you so much for voting and getting involved and suggesting all the players. I thought some of the player suggestions in this particular season were fantastic. You know, particularly with Johan Cabaye and these kind of guys, Loftus-Cheek coming in. It was great. I've had a great time with this series. I'd be more than happy to end it here and start something fresh, but I want to get your guys' opinion. I want to do what you guys want. So let me know in the comments below. And as always, for Murphs YT13, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.